There we go. That's a lot better. That's better. And now my camera's out of focus. Okay. What's up, guys? Let's effing go. What's up, my guy? Dude, I freaking made it. Yeah. Yeah, I went late today. Been having a weird schedule lately. I've been packing, so it's kind of like first priority kind of comes first. What is going on with my camera? If I'm blurry, guys, I am sorry. It's not cool. Not cool. You know what? I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna open it and see what it does. That's what we're getting. That's what we're getting. Whatever. It's all right. Today, we're just kind of like talking about the Rams. So I guess in recent news, freaking Brees Hall did not want to sign with the Jets. Only why? Because he just realized that other first rounders got a higher paycheck, and he felt like, well, I mean, in my opinion, he has a good agent. His agent's telling him not to sign until he gets a better contract. Because why? He's going to be the main guy. He should be getting get a bit better bang for your buck. If you know you're going to be guy, yeah, I want to be paid for what I'm going to be doing and what I'm going to play for. So that's good. And other recent news, I get. Do I? Yeah, let's through this. So besides that, the contract situation with the Jets and their running back Hall. So that's not going to happen. And then the other one is J.K. Dobbins is probably not going to be ready for week one. From what I'm also hearing, I'm not too worried. I know a lot of people are fading him, but it is what it is. He is going to be the starter there at least at some point or whenever. If you feel like his ADP is going to drop down to like maybe the third round, or fourth round, I wouldn't be blaming you for that. Honestly, uh, things like that happen. So that's in other news. And then the most recent news as of like maybe 20 minutes ago, Jimmy G's throwing again at practice and whatever, and just kind of like making sure that his shoulders and everything getting that cuff ready for the season. But again, we don't know. Did he end up signing today? Sweet. Okay. I hope he got what he wanted. Thanks. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, but that was like earlier today. So I guess I missed out on that, but and I guess in future Jets, um Elijah Moore, I guess news is he's 190. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I guess some people are freaking out about it, but I'm like, I guess it really, I mean, for me it was not really that big of a deal, but we've seen receivers at 190 before and then just increase their weight as time goes on, but whatever. I'm not too worried about that. And speaking of weight, Fournette, I think we mentioned this yesterday about his being at 260. But even though he said he was at 240, so we mentioned that yesterday, but it was like, okay, another situation. It's like, okay, well, whatever, dude. So what did he end up getting? A 4-year deal, 9 million contract. It includes a 3.7 million signing bonus. That's good. I like that. I like that. Good for him. Get the rookie some money. Um, you gotta fight for what you're gonna play, and what you're gonna be. If you're gonna be the guy, you want to make sure. You know, Obviously, as a rookie, you're not gonna get like the best deal ever, right? But for a rookie, there's a certain limitation where if you're a first round pick and you're or whatever, or a first, not first round pick, sorry. If you're a first, you know, oh my god, the first line, like you're a first starter, you're the starting line guy, or you're gonna be up against the majority of the brutal work. I kind of want to get what you're gonna be worth. So I can't blame him. Obviously, his agent probably helped him with that because, I mean, unless he's talked to other people in the league and like, hey, what do you do? But good for him. So other words, in other news, again, the Jimmy G thing and Elijah Moore. So not really entirely a lot, but today we're talking about the champs, talking about the Rams. We were gonna do Browns, but I'm changing that up because I met a really high end Browns fan who wanted to kind of say a few words, and I talked to him for a while. And I'm like, you know what, this guy he's on camera a lot, so I'm not too worried about that. And shout out to Sean. He's I'll probably have him on here in the future, probably when I get back. Unfortunately, we're gonna take a little break. Because why? I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. Again, every year I'm gone at least a month, 3 weeks or 2 weeks, a week. I don't know, but I will be back. So it is what it is. Yes, being in the military does have its disadvantages. I'd rather just kind of talk football here, but unfortunately I can't. So maybe I could do some super late episodes and see how you guys like that. Watch it in the morning, or maybe if you're staying up at night and you're just scrolling through YouTube or something before bed. I don't know. Maybe I might consider doing that, doing a video wherever the hell I'm at, out in the desert or in some hotel room or out in my truck. I don't know. Wherever I'm at, I might consider it. Um, Depending on the quality and the sound and how much time yeah, blah 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 blah. So it's up in the air. I'm not sure. So, anyways, but like tomorrow night, we'll be on at 6 p.m. our time, and I don't know wherever time that is over there. Add another hour or two to that. That's probably around roughly the same time I'll probably think about going on. The other days after Friday. So we'll see how it goes. If not, we're just gonna take a 2 week hiatus. Except for Wednesdays, I'll have somebody here in replace, and I think we'll just do a couple of mock drafts on Sleeper app. Just keep keep saying that we're still here, we're still alive. But anyways, let's talk about these Rams. So the Rams, obviously, we all know what happened last year. They won the big game. They got themselves some rings. Great. I'm actually happy for them. I'm actually grateful that it did happen. I know people are like, oh, I didn't want them to win, blah blah blah, but it happened. Get over it. They are the champs. Awesome. New stadium and everything. Um, they made trades to get who they needed. They got their guys. They made some trades on defense and offense, especially with the biggest name there was Mathew Stafford. Good for him. I mean, he was one of my favorite quarterbacks, already before he even went to the Rams. I really liked watching him play. He put everything that he had in every single game, and he was with the Lions, and they traded pretty much the farm for him, and with golf. Then he went to the Rams and got himself a ring. So it was really great, especially when they added Von Miller as well, like midway season to help out with the linebacker core. So they did a lot in order to get to that spot, and everything they did was either all or nothing, and it worked. So I'm really grateful for what Stafford has now. Von Miller also getting himself another ring. So and now, oh my God, Von Miller's got a plan going here. Now he's with the Bills, right? If you, in case you didn't know, Von Miller just recently signed with the Bills. So he got himself one with the Broncos, got himself with the Rams. The Bills are one of my favorite teams winning it this season coming up. And if he gets himself another ring, the dude is a genius. He knows where to go. Just follow Von Miller wherever he goes for the rest of his career. I don't know. This might be his last one. If he gets three different rings from three different teams, that'd be so cool. So yeah. And then another addition they did last year was the Odell Beckham Jr. Unfortunately, he's not there anymore. He hasn't re-signed from what I'm knowing of. So yeah, it was all great. Did they replace him? As of now, coming into the offseason, they did kind of replace him, I guess, with the addition of Allen Robinson, and also, so it's not entirely too bad, I guess. With the traded with Robert Woods to the Titans, and then Whitworth retiring, so kind of changes some things there in the line. But they also got Joe Noteboom out as a left tackle, and Brian Allen and Brandon Powell. So and kicker Matt Gay. So all these guys they signed in the offseason, hopefully make some type of production. And also the addition of Bobby Wagner to a 5-year deal. So I think they have a chance to do it again, get themselves back in. Aaron Donald staying in, and Jalen Ramsey's still there. It's pretty much lateral moves with the same talent, just different guys. It might take a little bit for them to reconstruct themselves, but I think they still have a good contending plan, a good contingency to make it. I mean, the Cardinals are probably their biggest threat. Maybe the Niners. People are saying depending on how Trey Lance does. Seahawks, they're nothing to worry about. So they have a really good chance of winning that division. Now, how will they do? That's a really good question, and we will get into that later as we get into the schedule. Um, but let me put that up real quick as I get the schedule up, and I think I have the draft picks up here. If I don't, that is my bad. Give me 2 seconds as we do that real quick, but that way you can see what I'm seeing. The draft picks here. Other than that, though, how is everybody? How are you guys doing? Mark is not here today. I guess they had a interesting plan to do some outdoor activities in what seems to be in a. Let me tell you here real quick. There was some outdoor activities planned in 109 weather, heat. I guess it couldn't wait. But good luck to them. Hopefully they don't die of heat stroke. I'm yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So but anyways, let me get these rookies up real quick. There we go. So I anticipated Mark being here, so sorry that this is going to be in my face. Oh well. So here it is. The third round they didn't have, obviously, with the giant trades that they did with all these moves with Von Miller and Mathew Stafford. They didn't have a second, so they brought in a guard, Logan Bruss, out of Wisconsin. Then the round 4, Jacoby Durant, corner out of South Carolina State. 5th round, which is a trade from Las Vegas to New England, Kyron Williams, a running back to Notre Dame. This guy is kind of swinging around the news as of late. I don't know. Like, for me, I'm staying away from all these running backs, to be honest. I'm okay with it. I don't want anything with these running backs. There's too much going on with if Akers is obviously going to be the guy. Obviously he was injured or whatever, but then they brought in or Henderson's going to come back, obviously do his thing, and then bring in this guy in. So I don't know how, if they're going to rotate them. But Akers is going to be the guy. But again, if he gets hurt, they don't really rely on Henderson or something. So they obviously, Henderson is not reliable to them because they brought Sony Michel in last season. But he also got hurt. So in all fairness, it was that you can argue with that. So I don't know. We took a captain's bet apart because the trash pickup is tomorrow, but he's also doing homework. Nobody's gonna die of heat stroke. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Just drink a lot of water and be sure everything's gonna be okay. But yeah, good luck with that. That was kind of odd and last minute. I was like, oh, now? Like, it's hot. Look, one thing about Arizona is it's super hot, and we all have tans, and it's not. Look, okay, I'm gonna tell you, I absolutely hate this state. Okay, I hate this state. It's hot, and people ask me, well, why don't you move? Well, if I didn't have a contract with the military and if I wasn't in school, oh, I'd be freaking out of here. Okay. State sucks. But what's up, then, boys? When is it not hot here? Exactly. When look, middle of December, it's still freaking hot during the day. It's cold. you have a sweater on, and then December, like in the middle, like lunch hour, you take it off because it's hot, and then you throw it back on later. It's crazy. I can't. I just can't. I can't. I cannot wait. The moment I'm done with this graduation, I'm out of here. But don't worry, I'll still do my shows. I'll still do my shows. I just won't be in the state. The state sucks so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We have 2 seasons. Summer and summer light. I'm not gonna argue with that. I like that. All right, so where did I leave off of before I went on my freaking tangent of Arizona being super freaking hot? Oh yeah, the running backs. Stay away from them. I don't know. I can't. There's too many of them. Due to injuries, I don't know if Williams will probably end up being. I mean, you can stash him. I'm stash him in your taxi squad, and redraft. I'm probably not gonna get him. I don't think so. All right, so safety Quentin Lake out of UCLA, Darian Kendrick, cornerback out of Georgia, and then a crap ton of trades went through this trade. Holy crap! Baltimore, Jacksonville, and Tampa Bay ended up with Los Angeles Rams, Daniel Hardy, linebacker in Montana State, and then Russ Yeast out of safety out of Kansas State. So, bunch of filler guys. I guess the most important one there was their second round pick. Was it second or was it third? My bad. Third round, right? Third. Yeah, third. Logan Bruss. Obviously, they needed a right guard right away because why? Winfield was no longer there, so it kind of changed up the entire line. People moving around, but Logan Bruss is probably going to insert himself right away at the right guard, almost like today, as everyone's signing their contracts. So it would not surprise me with that. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the rookies. I don't have anything like they're going to be inserted. All these other guys are going to be fillers. Who knows if they're still going to be there? Again, I've said this multiple times. Once you're past the 5th round, it's really hard for these guys to get in. Kyron Williams might just be a kick returner, punt returner. We might not see him ever as a starter. We don't know. There has been some deep picks that just end up being starters. Henderson is the only running back I'm targeting from the Rams, and that's only because he has a great value in most drafts. Wow, that's the last guy I'm going after. That's interesting. I like that though, because it changes the perspective on how I feel about things. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm staying away. That's the one running back I don't want. The guy hasn't been healthy. The guy cannot stay healthy. And he's gonna start playing. He did really good at the beginning of the season. Don't get me wrong. Akers went down. He did really good, but then he got hurt, as usual. Gets hurt. Hasn't really had a good health report since he's gotten there. So that's just how I feel. Honestly, Williams are probably going to get in there if Cam Akers can survive and if Anderson can go the entire time. More power to you for Williams, but Henderson, I think he's gonna die sometime. Like just I don't know, he's gonna rip another muscle. I don't know, but honestly, I think Cam Akers is gonna survive most of that time, most of the seasons. Now Cam Akers should bounce back and be good. I think so. It's he's if he survives. I know, and I'm saying the way he was used at the end of the season. I hope they slow that down because they used him a lot. But again, he just got back, so I hope they do something a little smarter with the running backs and utilize them, all of them. If they're smart, you utilize them. We hate it as fantasy football players. Yes, why? Because you're not getting majority of the carries as your team goes. So, or as your running back that you need to score points against your opponent. Obviously, that sucks. But you gotta. I think we're at that point, and if you haven't accepted it yet, right now, I've accepted this 2 seasons ago. We're transitioning to a 2 running back set. If you have at least one of the running backs that's used, great. because I think teams are getting a little more worried about the running backs. They're taking care of them, and I think they're using more and more running backs in the depth, where it's almost to a point where they're using 3 in committees and stuff like that. So, yeah. But obviously you want the 1 because he's going to get majority of it, but then, take some rest. I think the 2 will come in and make himself established there. So then, boys, I normally get him as an RB5. Okay, that's a good spot. In like the 12th. And if Akers fails to be good coming back or gets hurt again, again, Hendo is a league. Yeah, Henderson's going to be the league winner for sure. Again, if he can stay healthy, that's the one. It's the one guy that just health wise, I don't know. I'm not talking about Ingram. I'm talking about Henderson. I don't think he's ever been healthy an entire season. Like, and he doesn't even start every game. I don't get it. I don't get it. But again, do what you want to do. But I disagree there. He is not the guy I'm going after. I probably go, I don't know. If I get Akers, I get Akers. If he goes down, I hope Williams is there. Because I know Henderson's going to be taking there. Look, the one thing about running backs, I'm not big on getting the handcuff. I really am. Like, in redraft purposes, okay, not so much dynasty. Dynasty, yeah, that's different. But in redraft purposes, I'm not going to get the running back and then with like a later round get the handcuff. I'm not. In my opinion, I think you just burned an entire pick. The way things play out, you never know. I feel if I've drafted like 4 to 5 running backs to help me out, I think I could rotate them and just wait for him to get back. Because I feel like you get your running back, he's going to be healthy for 5 to 6 weeks, right? That's at minimum, or whatever. It could be a week. That other running back that you drafted in your draft, that late pick, could have been something else. More useful. Or I don't know. I just feel like it's just going to be another spot that's going to be there, a roster clogger for about 5, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, depending on how healthy your main running back is. And I get it, yeah, but if you're planning for it, you always have the guy you have first option. Well, yeah, but that's just how I feel about it. Redraft, the handcuffs. Well, it's just a burnt spot for me, but that's just how I feel about it. I mean, again, everybody plays differently. I just, that's how I argue with my redraft league mates, and they still think it's odd, but I'm like, okay, but who has more championships? Okay, yeah. End of discussion. All right, so let's talk about this depth chart starting with IDP. As we normally do here, and then we go to the offense and we could dig more into that offense. All right, so let me put this here. All right, so let's go down to defense. Oh man, Joseph Day is no longer there. It's going to be interesting. It really is. I only take handcuffs for. So you only take the handcuffs for your main running backs, or you only draft handcuffs waiting for the main guys to die. Is that what you're saying? Because I could also work. So you almost essentially go 0 RB, kind of. In your draft, you almost go 0 RB, and then in Dynasty, oh well, yeah. Dynasty's different. Yeah, I'm talking about redraft. I'm not burning a pick. Redraft, yeah, that's. But in you're oh my gosh. In Dynasty, you only take handcuffs. Damn, dude, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. You're I don't cuss on this one much, but if you're in my league, I would call you a dick. I'd call you a dick. Taking everybody's handcuffs. That's smart and mean at the same time. That's smart though. I like that. All right, so all right. So let's talk about this offense here, or defense. Sorry, my bad. We're going defense, right? No handcuffs to my guys. Yeah, no. I mean, you got to be ruthless, man. If they don't get their handcuffs, then screw them. All right, so Ashawn Robinson, and then Greg Gaines, Aaron Donald, obviously. So it looks like they're doing a 3-4, and then again with Justin Hollins, Bobby Wagner as the addition, which I'm excited for to see how he does. I hope he keeps his repertoire there still the same as he's still an elite player. To me, I don't care how old he is. This guy produces. So Ernest Jones and Leonard Floyd, all there. Good set of linebackers there. I'm excited for that. And then go to the DBs. We got David Long, Jordan Fuller, Nick Scott, Jalen Ramsey, and Troy Hill. So again, almost basically the same defense, minus one or two pieces, but it was enough to get them where they needed. They got some of the guys still there from that as their backups, like Taylor Rapp is still there. He's a pretty good DB that kind of swaps in and out. For IDP, I stay away from him. His rookie year, he came out. I was like, oh man, this guy's gonna be legit. But no, sophomore year they did nothing with him, and I'm like, okay. And then third year, it's like, well, he just disappeared. But he still gets in. He does impact plays, but it's not like a starter that I really want to go after. Taylor Rapp is just another guy, to be honest. What do you think is oh my bad. So what do you think a good price for Donald if I'm selling him? For Donald, dude, he's a first. Like, is that even like a discussion? He's a first. I don't, because you're getting 2 years out of him. You're getting 2 years out of him for sure. I understand that he might retire, but I think from the way his contract's set up, you at least got 2 seasons out of him. I would say a first and maybe, a decent defensive lineman. I'm not saying anyone like, none of these rookies that just came out, because the price of them is going to be too high probably too. Like, you're not going to get yourself Henderson or anything, or Hutchinson. Like, I don't think you'll. I don't. I mean, actually, that might actually work, but it would have to be straight up, and you'd have to be selling him to a team that's in a win now mode. I don't think that someone who's in a rebuild would want him, unless they're dumb. Because why go after a guy if you're rebuilding? Why go after someone why accept a trade that a guy who potentially is going to be out in 2 seasons, this season, next, and then what was the rebuild for? Had a guy offer me Quinton Harrison Smith and a fourth. Yeah, no, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here with that madness. 2 old guys and a fourth. Get out of here. No, I'm good. Good players, don't get me wrong, but no. No. I'm okay with that. I would keep him. Right now, Donald's a first still. And if they argue that he's not, then they're done, because a first can carry a single first can carry you for the next draft, but then what's happening the next season? You got nothing, right? So that first right now, it better get you someone young. So it has to be the right pick, and we don't know where you're going to land yet. So therefore, Donald's going to be there for at least another 2 seasons at minimum. At minimum. So it's going to be a first and something else. A first and a younger guy who's probably not like high prospected, something like that. But, I just, no, I wouldn't do that. No. He acted like I was crazy for saying it. No. Whatever. I'm done with that. All right. So again, defense is fine. Aaron Donald might have, same amount of numbers, with the absence of Joseph Day being gone. Sebastian Joseph Day really opened it up for him. I'm not going to lie. Those two worked really well together. So I'm interested to see what Donald does without him. He's still an alien. He doesn't belong on this earth. Wherever he came from, Hulk World or wherever, it's insane. But it is going to change. I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be a too big of a change. And I don't know. It might be better. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. Joseph Day really was good there. So I can't remember where Sebastian Joseph Day went. I totally forgot. I'm not thinking about where he went. So Braden, where did he go? Where'd he go? Where'd Sebastian Joseph Day go? I think he was it the Jets? I can't remember. Or the Broncos. No, that was Gregory. I can't remember. Braden, where you at? Yeah. So Sebastian Joseph Day is no longer there, so it's gonna definitely change up things with how they're Donald Lawrence, but he's still gonna be productive. Still gonna be productive. So, anyways, let's go to this offense. I know the offense is gonna be cracked this season. Like Chargers. Oh wow. Wow, was I off? How about that Chargers defense, huh? That is going to be some interesting play right there in the AFC West. They getting all the guys. They getting all the guys. That defense is getting nasty. Thank you, Braden. Guy in the chair. Love you, my guy. All right, so as I said, Logan Bruss was their first essential pick in the 3rd round, right? So as a right guard, and then they got Brian Allen, David Edwards, Joe Noteboom, who they acquired recently, not I think last year or offseason, can't remember. And then Rob Havenstein also there. So Tyler Higby. Oh boy. God. I was really high on him last season. I really was. I thought, damn, Stafford really connected with TJ Hawkinson, and he kind of spread the ball around. Higby's going to be something a little bit more now that Stafford is there, right? That's what I thought. The way they run this offense is like, this guy's a ghost. I started this guy every freaking week, and this is the one boneheaded mistake I did last year is keeping him in. He was out there 100% of the snaps, like practically, minus, some rest time. But for the majority, okay, he was out there 95%. Like, if a tight end is out there that much, he's going to get used, right? No, this guy was a freaking ghost. They threw to him 3 to 4 times, what seems every other week, scored a small amount. You know what? Let's look this up. This is frustrating because I had him. I actually had him on my freaking dynasty team last year. I no longer have him. Goodbye, you're gone. I want nothing to do with you. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. Let me look up his stats. I'm actually pulling it up on Sleeper right now. That is just like sucks. I did not like the production value for him was just beyond poor. I hated it. Let's go here. Tyler Higby. Oh, 2021. 6 targets, 1 target, 5 targets, 6 targets, 2, 5, 8, 3. Oh, hey, look at that 10. 5, 5, 6, 6, 9, 8. But it was like there was like no touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns the entire. Like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. On a high-powered offense like that, I felt like he was going to be used a little bit more. It was just crap. It was just frustrating. And then the freaking week he got the damn touchdown, the 2 touchdowns was like already out after freaking fantasy playoffs. It was week 18 against San Francisco. Get out of here. I don't need you then. Of course, not his fault, but that's just the way the plans of the offense worked because all the other receivers were getting everything. Freaking IE, freaking Cooper Kupp. Seems like he was doing everything. So if you had Cooper Kupp last year, man, I'm pretty sure you won your freaking championship because holy crap. Now, for the lucky guy that had Stafford and Kupp stacked, hit me up, please. Let me congratulate you. Come in here. Let me congratulate you because wow. All right, so moving on. Let's go back to the offense here. Kind of talking about that line. Where am I going? Where am I going? Here we go. So we got who's Matthew Stafford throwing to? Got Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, and freaking Allen Robinson is a new addition. Like I said earlier in the show, Allen Robinson, I believe, might be a good bounce back. I think Matthew Stafford is going to have, pretty good numbers again. I don't think Tutu Atwell is a thing anymore. He's still there. But Allen Robinson, I'm really hope that he does something. It'd be kind of nice to see him bounce back and have a decent end to his career, because he's not a spring chicken. And he wasted too much time in Chicago, and then Chicago did him dirty. They didn't know how to use him. Like, I swear, Chicago sucks. Chicago, they get players, they don't know how to use them. This year they're gonna suck. Like, Chicago's disappointing. So it is what it is. Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford. Are they gonna do it again? Possibly, but I think that there might be a good chance that they're gonna defense are gonna now prevent that. They're gonna cover that. Maybe play more cover 2, cover 3. I don't know. We'll see. But there's still going to be a connection there. It's very rare that a new quarterback and a new receiver. Well, I'm not saying new, but I'm just saying like a new chemistry, right? That they just connect right away. It's very rare. I think before Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford was Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Typically, another receiver goes to a different team. That doesn't happen often. It doesn't. So it's that locked on type stuff is what I'm talking about. So again, we talked about the running backs a little bit. Cam Akers, Henderson, Williams. Obviously, then boys, you're after Henderson. I get it. I see your point. I just don't see it. I don't like the way he can't stay healthy. If Akers goes down, right, Henderson's going to be the guy. How long is Henderson going to be alive for? Then Akers probably comes back. Get out of my way. This is my turf now. And then probably because he's hurt, Williams probably insert himself. Jake Funk is still kind of there. Stafford Kupp is the new Aaron Rodgers Adams. Whoa, that is a hot take right there, dude. Give me another season, and I will agree with you there. If they could repeat that crap again, yeah. Because if not, then that is invalid, sir. That is invalid. That will not happen unless I see it. It was a one good time season. If they do it again, I'll consider that. I'll really consider that. But it's going to be interesting for them to actually do it again. I think that the defense might pick up on it and read it somehow, some way. If they do that, does that open it up for, these other receivers? Van Jefferson, Allen Robinson, Tyler Higby, I guess. Does he check down to Cam Akers? Yeah, probably. So we'll see how that goes. Again, this is all projections. These are all hypotheses. These are all like what we think and whatever, whatnot. So, is it just me or is Martin's mic cutting out at times? Also, Tutu Atwell had shoulder surgery last year. I don't know. Is it cutting out? I hope not. That would suck. But if I there is times if you're not watching and you're just kind of listening, I am pausing. Like I'm kind of reading and evaluating some of these. I'm thinking about it. So if you're not physically watching and you just have it on my background, that's probably why I'm cutting in and out. I have been taking pauses a little bit longer than normal, if that makes sense. Like right now, I'll just take a pause right now because I'm going to take a drink. So, but Dan Boy says sounds good to me. So I hope so. I mean, I could yell someone in the house and say, "All right, check if I'm good." All right. So let's what's next? Schedule, right? Did offense, did defense. Let's talk about the schedule and get that out of here. Let's get this out of here. All right. Actually, week one, I know for a fact is already freaking Buffalo, right? That should be that should be a real good one. I'm that could have been last year's Super Bowl. That could have been. But it didn't. All right, so Thursday, September 8th, Buffalo Bills primetime game. Right? 5:20 NBC. I will definitely be at Twin Peaks during that day. I always watch Primetime Josh with Mark and his family. Braden sometimes comes over as of late. So that's Primetime Josh right there. So I'll be rooting for the Bills during that day. And then they host Atlanta, then they go to Arizona, travel to San Fran, host the Dallas Cowboys, host the Panthers, have an early bye week 7. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. These early bye weeks to me are going to be interesting. Oh, did I not answer this? My bad. I did not answer this. Also, Tutu Atwell has a severe surgery last year. Did I? I don't know. I felt like I didn't say that. Did I say that? I don't know. Okay. That's true. But I still don't think he's going to be anything though. He's too small. He's like a little guy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Tutu Atwell does, but I don't think he's going to be anything like relevant unless outside of injury. I don't know. All right, so where did I leave off? Week 7 by San Francisco, and then they traveled to Tampa Bay. Then they play Arizona again. So we got New Orleans, Kansas City, Chiefs, Vegas, Green Bay, Denver Broncos, the Chargers, and then they end it with an easy win in Seattle. I don't care what they do. Seattle's going to be like probably one of the worst teams this season, so it's going to be easy win. Like I think they're going to be worse than Atlanta, and I'm not really high on Atlanta either. So just because Atlanta's defense sucks. So let's see. I think they lose week 1. But then they just smash the next 3. Dallas might give them a run for their money, but I think they could beat them. So easy by week 7, they're gonna have like 6 wins. I think 6 wins by week 7. San Francisco 8, Tampa Bay they probably lose. So Arizona, do they sweep Arizona? Somehow Arizona and them. I'm gonna split with Arizona. Something god awful goes wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna split with Arizona. Week 10. But do they win at home or do they lose at home? I'm still gonna say they split. Just because the way sometimes Arizona plays, I don't know, they might get swept. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. So where am I at? 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna look out the easy ones. 8, 9. 10. Maybe either it's gonna I don't know. 10, maybe 11. It's this New Orleans and Vegas I'm looking at. I'm looking at 10 to 11 wins. I don't think they're successful against the Chargers, Broncos, Green Bay, or Kansas City, or Tampa Bay, or the Bills. So I think with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these games, which means that they'll be at. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm gonna say 10 to 11, and it's gonna be New Orleans or Las Vegas on one of these. It is a prime game in Vegas or in Los Angeles. That's gonna be interesting. But they every year Arizona is like they split But then, like, I feel like they can sweep them. But there's every year. Sorry guys. All right. So, Den Boy says 11 wins. And then he also says Seattle's definitely worse than Atlanta, but probably still better than Chicago. Yes. Yes. Probably, yeah, I can see that. Yes. No, yeah. Chicago might be. You know what's interesting? Do you think Chicago's worse than Houston? Probably. I think they are. I think Chicago's going to be the worst team next year. Jesus. Um they could sweep AZ, but if San Francisco has a good handle on LA, they could beat them like 6 or 7 games. Above last 6 and 7 games. Okay, yeah. I just it's just weird like it's so unpredictable with these NFC West teams. It's like or not, you know, you think they're gonna beat them, but then they lose against crap teams, but then somehow beat the best teams. It's like what? So it's really interesting to see like what that division does. I don't know. I say sweep Arizona, but split with San Francisco. I think that it's the other way around. I think it's the other way around. So I'm gonna say, oh, yep, all right. Oh, there it is. So Braden gave me the over under at 10.5. I did say 10 to 11, and it's gonna be Vegas or New Orleans. One of those is gonna be weird. Oh man. The Cardinals have only beaten McVay once since they took over LA, and that was early last season. So you think because the new additions minus a few, or because it's because of how I don't know, maybe that this win right here is a loss, right? But this one's a win because it is early and it is in Arizona. Maybe it's not much of a jet lag. Let's be honest. It's like next door. Freaking takes them 2 hours, if that. But yeah, no, maybe that is a loss. Losing to Buffalo, getting the hype off Atlanta, and then coming to maybe they get a little loose, like, oh yeah, whatever, and then let's play another bird, and then they lose. I don't know. That's a very good possibility, Braden. Very good possibility. AZ usually beats San Francisco. San Francisco usually beats LA, and LA usually beats AZ. Yes, typically. I like how we just completely ignored Seattle in there. Yeah, no, I do see 10 to 11, and it's I still think they sweep or not sweep, but split maybe. It's going to be interesting. Again, time will tell. Look, we are like what 50 days, right? 50 days? 50 is it 50 days? Let's see here. July 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. August, September 8th, right? So 7, 14, 21. Oh my gosh, yeah, dude. We're that close to establishing this. So I'm excited for that. I'm really excited. I'm gonna see what they do. But overall, they're gonna win. They're gonna win the division. They're gonna get themselves back in. They're gonna get themselves inserted again. Seattle used to be that. Used to be them all. Oh my God, I cannot read. Seattle used to be them all, but now won't win any division game. Yeah, yeah. I can't trust that who's at the helm until they figure that out. I can't. You know, Pete Carroll believes in Locke, but yet Geno Smith is the starter. And even if Locke was the starter, it's like we've seen him play. Like I don't think it's going to be any different him in Seattle than what he did in uh, Denver. Still going to suck, in my opinion. So I guess in any good news, he knows how quickly or how, like, he knows how to release it, determining on getting it to Noah Fant. So that's probably the one good thing about it. That's I don't know. So there's that chemistry here. He knows Noah's speed, so he can just throw to him. But again, Geno Smith is starting, so why does it even? I know. I don't know. Either way, I think that the Rams are probably gonna make a run for it again. I definitely see them last 4 teams. Do they take the NFC? That's a very good possibility. So we'll see we'll see what happens. 50 days away, something like that. So it's right around the corner, guys. It really is, and I'm excited to see what happens, because dynasty wise, I'm waiting for all the latest news, all the latest stuff, so I can figure out my stuff, especially dynasty. Then, boys, I know you invited me to a best ball league. I'm gonna still commit to it. The only issue is that draft is gonna be while I'm gone. It really is. But the good thing about it, here's the good thing about it. It's not until August 5th, right? Something like that. Let me see. August 5th or August 6th is the draft, right? For the best ball league. I'm committed to it, but this weekend, the next couple of days after that, like basically all next week, I will determine if I'm going to have enough time to actually physically do the draft from wherever I'm at. Because I will be gone this Friday, all the way to the 7th, which sucks. But I got to do it. It is what it is. But it's only 2 weeks out of this entire year. Thank God it's not a whole month, and I think that's next year. Oh man, that's next year. I'll be gone for a whole month, but it is what it is. I will let you know if I cannot do it. So yeah, but oh well. All right, guys. That's pretty much it. Mark, I hope you're drinking enough water. Braden, drink enough water. Stay healthy in this stupid Arizona weather. Stupid Arizona weather. Then, boys, I next when I get back, we're gonna have a lot more fun. So stay safe wherever the hell you're at. Thank you for coming up. Bye. Tank. Good luck on your show tonight. And Anthony, thanks for stopping by. I like how you stop in and then just disappear. It's all good. It's enough for me. It shows that you still support us and you still linger around. It's all good if you can. It's a fun link, though. Yeah, I know. But, still. So, anyways. All right. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. This is the Dynasty Pylon. Tomorrow, we're going to do a review of the NFL app mock draft and see how they did there. And then, yeah, we'll be doing that. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Later.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.